Hello and welcome to the Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. In this episode, I am determined to get into orbit a Moho. So last time we sent up the Moho Adventure Rescue Return Sat, and it had a little trouble getting out of the atmosphere. So what better way, and this thing needed to be a little bit re-engineered, so what better way to do that, to fix that, than to add more rockets. Now this is almost our entire set of funds. So we may not be able to make any further missions after this, and the adventurers might have to wait. But we've refined it so our rocket is sitting, or refueler is sitting much lower, and the rockets are astride it. So let's see what we do here. It's still festooned with a number of instruments. We've got this little bit on top, and we've got landing gear that should land. Less fuel up in this upper stage this time. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us. We have a ladder, don't know if we need it, probably not. I could probably retract it too for launch. Let's save that. And wish us luck, because the adventurers, apparently we're spending all our funds rescuing. Alright, just getting some stability on the launch pad. Or not, it's just not happening. But what I do need to do is this, thank you. What just happened? Oh, no, that's not even the button I meant to press. Okay, let's try this again. I meant to accelerate time so that we could get to sunset. So we would just need to launch and not worry about stopping. Oh, except it's going to... Stop blowing up. Alright, the most dangerous part seems to be the launch. Let's go! Leaving the surface is always so hard. I'm actually going to throttle up all the way up, see how well we do, and just leave it hands-free. I'm hoping that we have enough drag at the bottom to keep us pointing straight up. It's going to take forever, as it takes about 10 seconds for 1 second to tick by. We are tilting east a bit, but I'm hoping it's manageable. And we're getting a little bit of atmospheric friction right now, but we're almost out of fuel on the lowest stages. We'll see if we survive detaching. Yes, we're alive, and we're still accelerating, which is always good. Alright, leaving the atmosphere with these engines full on. Well, I'm hearing explosions down below us. I hesitate to look what I've just done to the ground. Okay, wow, I didn't even notice we went into space because the music is so quiet compared to the engines. They don't have music on super high. Okay, I'm losing control. Oh, stop that. This is why we don't touch controls. Can't have anything nice. Apparently we need to support this upper structure, this upper ship, a little bit better than we have been. So these engines are incredibly powerful, and I definitely need more structural reinforcement up here. But they're about to burn out, giving us a little bit more control. Now I have this staged a bit funny, because it actually takes a little bit for these bombs to disconnect. And there we go. Now I'm just hoping that we have enough fuel in these sections. I added a little bit more fuel on both sides, but I'm hoping we have enough fuel to actually send us out of here. And there they go. Bye-bye. I am seeing a drop in our orbit. In our orbital velocity. But our apoapsis is already at 10 million meters. It's possible that this fuel stage will hopefully allow us to leave Kerbin's sphere of influence. Don't want to ignite the oh, it's finally stopped wobbling. Don't want to ignite the nuclear fuel engine until we are out of here, if at all possible. Of course, I have no idea whether this will be able to get off Moho or not. I guess we'll see. Had an interaction with something, but it's flipping by so fast that I don't think it's a problem. Oh, there we go. There we go. And this probe, soon to be adventure rescue ship. Oh, it didn't even finish off that fuel section. It still has quite a bit of fuel in there. So I guess I built it right, meaning I over-engineered it. And it should be able to complete its mission this time, hopefully. Otherwise, we're going to have to ferry tourists to their destinations just to make money. There's our orbit. Not bad. We've fallen behind Kerbin, but we're on a smaller orbit. Now, which one of these? Alright, we still have to do these gigantic ascending node maneuvers. Just so that we can get in line here. Okay, we could probably clear out this and actually see our ascending node. Well, it's behind us, which is usually not good. But we still might be able to influence it enough. There we go, ascending node 0. That should allow us to find a maneuver that gets us to the rescue return set. Or whatever the hell we called it. The Moho Adventure Rescue Return Sat instead of the Moho Adventure Rescue Return Sat 2. This is a part where we fiddle with our maneuver until we find one that doesn't require too many corrections. I'm just slowing down and sliding along our orbit here. It's not a bad looking ship. We still have the satellite inside that we can control too. That's there to give us a little bit more information about Moho. Okay, these engines are about out of fuel. So we're going to find out how long it's going to take when we toss them. They got us most of the way out here. That's more than I really expected them to. Now it's going to take another 10 minutes. Alright, 174,000 kilometers, as close as we get right now. We'll have to do some fine-tuning in a bit. Alright, we have another maneuver I had to load up. But it's very close. We can get to within 5,000 kilometers or thereabouts. Depending. If we can hit this maneuver right. It'll only take a few minutes to hit this correctly. Do these engines really only do 0.6 meters per second? Seems so odd. Apparently they're just trying to push a big ship really far. Alright, we got within 8,000 kilometers. Still fluctuating about a little bit just with the movement of the ship. I'm just going to try to tweak that a bit. Let's turn SES off. Apparently not. 7,000 kilometers is going to be our best bet. Just going to have to decelerate a lot as we get close. Alright, as you can probably see, we have found and reached the Moho Adventure Return Set. And since this is the second mission of the similar name, this is all good. Now you can also see that we burnt through a hell of a lot of fuel getting here. More fuel than I thought. It's possibly because we were carrying a lot of fuel as well. One of the other problems is this thing's not particularly stable. And has been driving me a little bit crazy with that. It just seems to wobble a bit, so I'm just trying to get this into a more stable position. And this one's actually a bit easier to maneuver. Just with all that RCS and, of course, Valentina's talents. Should be able to get us pointing at that Clampatron right in front of us. Or nearly in front of us. Do I have a darken port on the front? That's a good thing to check. Yes, we do. Okay. Alright, this should be a good transfer. Yay! Alright, Hello, go ahead and do an EVA. I want you to take that data. Can you do an EVA report? It's not worthwhile. Alright, let go. Let go. RCS. And as this thing wobbles like crazy, transfer yourself to the other module. Alright, finally transferred all that fuel. It's really hard to find it in these Mark Zeros. Let's undock these. The only reason I had the Mark Zeros was just to, because they were slightly more capacity to weight, or slightly better capacity to weight than the Mark 1s. Now, we'll just go with what we have. Alright. And say goodbye. Say goodbye to the old adventurer. And can we get a maneuver that gets us into position? So we just pick a spot and then just go along, see if there's anything we could do in a couple orbits. See if we can manipulate this along these lines. Not a capture. That's a capture. That's an encounter. Is it the right one? We won't know until we try and find out. Alright, we're getting close. Unfortunately, we don't have a good estimate of what our capabilities are. Because we switched ships. Last time we were able to achieve 1 meter per second burn, so we'll go for that. So that's a 2 minute 36 second burn. And go. Slightly late on one side of the burn. Yeah, it's estimating almost 3 minutes there. So we'll see. Valentina's keeping it nice and steady on that target. Alright, looks like we're almost in position. Can get rid of the maneuver there. Let's see what reality does. It's easier to see in this view. Plus we can cut our engines immediately if necessary. There we go, Moho encounter. Periapsis of 7 million meters. Let's see if we can improve that with RCS. Alright, I'm adding a maneuver here at our descending node. I can't really tell what the hell's going on here. One of these is the real one, one of these is the maneuver. I can't tell which is which, because they're so damn close together. Oh, Moho periapsis 11,000 meters, yes please. So if we just adjust our inclination, we should get a much better approach. And the effect of this that I'm going for is that we should get some form of planetary braking as well. We saw in our maneuver our orbit reduced quite a bit through that encounter. Yeah, look at that orbit drop down. That's all. Whoa, what just happened? Yeah, and that's all just because of a little bit of RCS maneuvering here. Could probably get additional improved maneuvers as we get closer. Alright, I'm looking at some type of maneuver here. It's just a slight acceleration up ahead, but it brings us almost in line. Almost in line with Moho. Pretty much have to hit this one precisely. It's because it's butterfly effect. The farther away you are, the more effect you get later on. So if we wanted to apply more pressure, we could be closer. RCS on. Tweak. I think we overdid it. Where's my periapsis? Are we smacking into the planet? We might be smacking into the planet here. Let's see about correcting some of this. 12,000 meters is ideal. That's 0.8 meters per second. Let's try for that. Still gets us in a tighter orbit, which means it should take a lot less to decelerate. RCS on. And Moho periapsis. 7,000 meters. 7,000 meters. Better than death. Don't want to slam into the planet, like we said before. We just want to graze it. Nice. How big's this thing? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Don't have the burn time because I switched to the planet then back. And other stuff, you know. But at about a meter a second, let's slow down a bit. At about a meter a second. Where's my calculator? So that's 26 minutes at 0.9 meters. So we have to start around 13 and a half minutes out. 13 and a third minutes out. And so if I'm right, we burn around 1320. And go. And hope. Well, what just happened? Is that... Oh, crap. We're crashing. We're crashing. We're crashing. Stability. How about we go this way a bit? I think that might be better than crashing. The periapsis dropped way too low. Stability, I said, not maneuver. Stability. We need to raise that periapsis. Cancel that maneuver. Just get something out of the planet first before we go back to trying to stop. Some critically necessary things to keep your Kerbals alive. And one of them is don't put them inside a planet. Okay, let's get us up to 7,000 meters. And then we could probably just go retrograde again. I think I'm just going to point retrograde from here instead of doing a maneuver. Maneuver's a best guess anyway. If we're not careful, we're going to find out exactly how high the mountain ranges are on Moho. It's like we're still grazing the planet, but I think we're actually better than we were. Quite a view. Valentina's loving it. Although if that capsule flips over, they're still dead. Valentina, what are you doing? No one looks happy. Just trying to get a close view of the planet. Whew! Right. keep our ships above 10,000 meters. Alright. We finally made a capture. I had to put a maneuver in there. This one still plunges us straight into the planet. But we are captured. Let's make sure that we're not crashing, though. Definitely a suborbital situation. There we go. 18,000 meters. We even have some fuel left. But we're here. We're in orbit of Moho. Let's go on EVA. That'll give us a world's first. Gives us some cash. And who went on EVA? Where are you? I doubt you have a report to give. No. Back on board. If you can. Don't slide off. This is Mobius Rex along with Valentina Valhalla and Carrie Kerman for the Mobius Archives. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave some comments and suggestions. Back with you next time. Have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.